Welcome back to my channel. Today's project will be a conversation piece that you can put some little knickknacks on your coffee table, on your dining room table, just something that's a nice conversation piece so it just won't be blank. What we have here is a piece of glass which is kind of curved, and what you also need is a piece of fabric, or you can use tissue paper, you can use paper napkins. Today they tend to have more patterns on them, which looks a lot nicer, and you can just go crazy with it. There are so many napkins out there that have beautiful prints on them that it would make a nice addition to your decor. And you'll also need a type of glue. I have just a regular white glue, and you'll need something to spread it with, whether it is a brush. This happens to be a silicone brush, which are nowadays are a lot better to use than either a foam brush or a bristle brush, and it's because it's silicone. So, and they come in different sizes. You can find these at Dollar Tree or most of your discount stores like Walmart and the other craft stores. The best thing about these is no matter what you use on it, whether it's glue, epoxy, paint, it just peels off. It will not stick to it. So if you forget to take it and rinse it off when you're finished with it, no problem, it just peels right off. And these things are just so handy that you don't have to keep buying bristle brushes or sponge brushes. So let me just wipe this off. What you first want to do is make sure that you have taken off any stickers or anything that will just distract from what you're trying to do in your finished project. So you'll just wash this off with regular soap and water. So the way this works is this can also be used if you're going to put snacks on it, if you're having a little get together, is your image is going to go underneath. And this is a process that is called reverse decoupage. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over, and I'm going to put something up under it that has a little bit of, there we go, that'll work proper. And I'm going to use my hands instead of a glove because it just gives me better control over what I'm doing. So you don't have to put a lot. You just want to put enough glue on here to get your material to adhere. So you really don't need a lot. So I'm just going to take this and just spread this on here. And if you like my videos, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you have any questions or if there's a certain thing that you want to see me try to do, and I will be glad to try it. And please subscribe. So you just want to put a nice even coat over this. It doesn't have to be super smooth. You just want to get it on there. And then you'll take your item, make sure that your print side is going against the glass. And you just want to spread it on there. Just take your time and just spread it on there. Make sure that you get the wrinkles out of it, and just make sure that you get a good even coat on here, and it's completely smooth of all wrinkles. I just happen to have the gloves on because I don't want to have to pick dry glue off of my fingers, which I typically have to do. So now that I have this on here, I'm going to turn it over and let you see what it looks like. You'll just have the residue of the glue that is on here. And you'll just make sure that you hit all four corners and that you check it very well. And then you find something to put it back on, whether it's on this or a book or anything where you can just keep it elevated. You just want to make sure that it dries completely. And this should take roughly about a couple of hours to dry. Typically when I'm doing something like this, I'll do this late in the afternoon and I'll leave it overnight. And then once you have this on here, you want to let this dry for a little while so it'll be a lot easier to manage. And then I can take these off now. I just never throw anything away. So I'm going to take these and wash my hands with them and reuse them until I get holes in them. That's just how I am. Okay, so I'm going to go through here and I'm going to cut away the excess. Just enough so I'm not going to get it close to the actual glass until it is dry, but I just want to get the excess away. So I'm just going to cut this away. I could have cut it in the beginning, but I wanted to make sure I knew where I wanted the perfect placement for the image. So I'm just cutting this little bit of excess away. So that, I don't have a lot on each side. But these little scraps, you never want to throw them away. You'll be surprised on what you can make with them. If this will be as part of maybe a centerpiece on your dining room table, you can take some of the scraps and you can make napkin rings with them. Put them over a plain napkin ring that they have at the Dollar Tree and just wrap the fabric with it, and that'll give you more of a match set. But if you're not, like this has little pieces of glue on it, so what I'll do is just on these two pieces right here, I'll just take them and rinse them out. That way they won't become stiff. So I just want to make sure that this is on here. And when we come back, then we'll go to the next step.